Captain Watermelon and the Great Juicy River Rescue. Once upon a time, in a faraway garden known as the Fresh Lands, lived a round and cheerful hero named Captain Watermelon. Captain Watermelon was no ordinary watermelon. He wore a helmet made of thick rind and a cape made of leafy vines. With his bright green stripes and big, watery grin, he was always ready to take on any adventure. One sunny day, Captain Watermelon received a distress call from the Juicy River. Apparently, the Sneaky Squirrels were up to their usual mischief, splashing around and stealing all the water from the river. This wasn't just any water, it was the special water that gave all the fruits and vegetables their juiciness. Captain Watermelon gathered his team, the Juicy Seeds, each a tiny watermelon seed with big dreams and tiny helmets. They were small but fierce, ready to defend the Juicy River with all their might. As they approached the Juicy River, Captain Watermelon spotted the Sneaky Squirrels giggling and pouring buckets of Juicy River water into their secret hideaway. They planned to keep all the water for themselves, hoping to make a giant swimming pool where they could throw splashy parties day and night. Captain Watermelon called out, "Hey, Sneaky Squirrels! That water belongs to all of Fresh Lands, not just you." The Sneaky Squirrels stopped mid-splash, looking at Captain Watermelon and his brave Juicy Seeds. They weren't about to give up their pool party plans without a fight. One of the squirrels, named Slick, twirled his tiny squirrel mustache and smirked. "If you want the water back, Captain, you'll have to play the Watermelon Toss Challenge." Captain Watermelon accepted the challenge. With all his juicy strength, he tossed himself through the air, spinning like a giant, green beach ball, aiming for the floating platforms that Slick had set up. He had to land on each one without falling into the river. The first platform was easy. Captain Watermelon landed with a little splish and hopped to the next. The second platform was wobblier, and he had to balance carefully, but he managed. When he reached the third platform, the Sneaky Squirrels started tossing acorns at him to knock him down. Captain Watermelon dodged left and right, laughing, "Is that the best you've got?" Finally, he reached the last platform, where the biggest bucket of Juicy River water was being guarded by the sneakiest squirrel of all, Nutty. Nutty tried to scare Captain Watermelon by making his fur puff up like a porcupine, but Captain Watermelon just chuckled and gave Nutty a gentle nudge with his leafy cape. Nutty tumbled backward into a pile of acorns, and the Juicy River water was saved. The Sneaky Squirrels, realizing the water wasn't just for fun but for everyone, apologized for their trickery. Captain Watermelon invited them to join the Fresh Lands Festival, where they'd have their own special splashing area. Everyone cheered as Captain Watermelon and his Juicy Seeds paraded back through the garden, carrying buckets of water to refill the Juicy River. From that day on, Captain Watermelon and the Sneaky Squirrels became friends, and they always remembered to share the Juicy River. Captain Watermelon would often visit, laughing as he splashed in the water with his old rivals. And so, peace returned to the Fresh Lands, where everyone could enjoy a juicy, splashy summer thanks to the bravery of Captain Watermelon and his Juicy Seeds.